So I use GoHighLevel, and if you've enrolled in my course, Profit Lead Systems, I show you many different areas to use GoHighLevel. And today's guest is going to share with you how she simplifies this great tool because it's really a big tool. All right, we're happy to have you here, and we have a special guest today. We have Colleen Stubbs. Hi, Colleen. How are you?
I am well. Thank you for having me.
Great. Can you tell our listeners who you are and what you do?
Sure. I am, as Lois said, Colleen Stubbs. I am the owner and the founder of Simplified CEO Systems. And so what I do is I take GoHighLevel and I take everything out of it and I strip it down and simplify it, customize it, brand it, and only put in the things that my clients need. So I build out websites, landing pages, automations. I help you delegate. I do all of the integrations for you. And what it does is it makes it so that you can actually just show up and shine. You can get up each morning and open your back office and see if you've received any messages, emails. If you need to respond to those, check your calendar, see where you need to be, and then go about your business. In the meanwhile, in the background, everything is connected so people who are interested in your business or your clients are receiving emails, they're being invited to events, things like that. All those automations just happen automatically in the background.
Yeah, so I mean, we've been talking about GoHighLevel from the beginning, that's what your voice chat is all hooked up to. And if you've explored it some, it's a huge program. I mean, there is so much there and it's so confusing and just overwhelming. So to have Colleen come in and just, simplify it and just put in the things that you really need to focus on and have that automated is such a blessing. It really will make a huge difference. And also, Colleen, you want to share how then they can also duplicate some
Sure.
of the
And so
parts?
that's a big part of it. And being in a service industry, most people just need like a one-page rolling website, a place that people can come get your information. They can book an appointment with you. They can find out more information. That can all be linked in one place. But if you want to, let's say that you're holding an event or you're holding a special and you want to have that on a different page, there's a button you can just go in and just duplicate. You can clone exactly what I've done. And then all you have to do is go in and change the information about it. So just dive into the center of it, change the body, the main details, things like that. But what that does is it really helps with your branding because there's consistency across what you've created. What your website looks like is what your landing page looks like then. It also is consistent with your emails that are going out. And so that's a huge deal. And usually, to be honest, my husband was in the service trades he was a drywall finisher for 37 years. And he did not want to be online doing all of these things. If he were to open GoHighLevel, right along with what Lois was saying, there's so much in there. There are probably 10,000 templates. And there are all these tools. It is a beast. Like this is like buying the very best, finest piece of machinery you can for your business, but you don't need all the tinkers that go with it, right? And so that's where I come in and I just take out the things you don't need and I put them in a little folder that says, you don't need this. You open it, it only has available to you right there the things that you actually need, and it's easy for you to use. But then I also create what's called a Loom video, and it's just a little short video. It might be 2 minutes to 15 minutes long. And what it does is it's just a video showing you how I do things inside your back office, inside GoHighLevel. And so it will show you, you'll get one that says, this is how you clone this. You open this, you touch this button, you select this section, you edit this section, and then you go on over here and you clone this. It's the same like if you send out, if you're a service industry that sends out a newsletter, then you can just go to your newsletter and you clone it, change the date, change the information. Maybe you give out tips. So change the tips. Maybe you give out like cold weather tips or you're running a special. You just change that information in there and then you can just send that out. And so it's really very simple. We try to make it as easy as possible so it's not consuming your time and you can literally just watch this video, push pause, do the thing, rewind the video if you need to, do the step, and keep going. And it's very simply duplicated. This isn't something that GoHighLevel wants us to do. They encourage us to bring you in and then charge you big money to create your next landing page, to create your next website, to create these things for you. When reality is, it just takes a few minutes for anybody. My husband is a farmer. He works with his hands and is outside all day. And when I show him this, he's like, yes, I could do that. So, and he has a flip phone. So he is 60 plus years old and functions on a flip phone, and he can do this. I've simplified it that much.
So, so what we're looking at here, just for clarification for those listening, is that like if you're creating a new opt-in, all right, you decide you want to do a new opt-in for people to sign up, you just go in and you duplicate that, you change the wording, the pictures, and I then it just automatically connects everything. You may want to change like the email headings and things of that nature, but you don't have to go back in and start from
Right.
scratch. You just make the changes that's appropriate for the new opt-in that you want.
Absolutely. And it's simple to even change like your header on your calendar when they come in to schedule that way. So it's actually a lot more user friendly than they portray themselves to be. And my goal is for you to not need me. Now, I do have a little chat bot that is available, and I call it a human bot too, because 24/7 you can have a human that will help you. You just touch the little button, the chat bot button, type the word human, and a human comes on that will create a Loom video, like I was discussing with you, or they'll do it for you. And so I really am out to make it simple. I want the entrepreneurs who are putting in the hard work to really be able to succeed as simply as possible.
Great. All right, so I will have all of her contact information below. So if you're tired of thinking about how to incorporate Go High Level more, other than just like a voice chatbot, to really make it part of your full system, please reach out to Colleen and have a discussion with her and, see what could work for you. So thank you, Colleen. I appreciate you sharing.
Thank you for having me, Lois.